don't make me dump on one of my favorite Bond films. I know I've got my reasons, but for me, having anything bad to say about On Her Majesty's Secret Service just makes me feel dirty, like paying to watch the 1967 Casino Royale dirty. Which I did, and it really hurt. Unfortunately, when it comes to the opening credits of this film, I have no other choice. I suppose to absolve myself of my guilt, I will say that John Barry's score for the opening credits is the saving grace. Around this time, Dr. No and From Russia with Love weren't far behind, so it wasn't that weird to go full orchestral for the opening. And Barry's music does move to a rollicking tempo, and the horn section is seriously bringing their strength to the table, along with a wicked bass line that provides the promise of menace and suspense, which definitely arrives without fail. As a testament to how good this piece is, it also fits really well in many of the action sequences, particularly the two ski chases. Hell, this piece of music accompanied the first teaser trailer for The Incredibles, and it worked! So if there's any shortcomings, it's not the music. The music even blends well with the visuals of the opening credits. Unfortunately, it's the design of the credits that leaves a lot to be desired. Firstly, the usage of the clock-based imagery is a touch befuddling. I mean, why? Funny enough, this is one of the few Bond films that doesn't actually employ the use of a ticking clock. And apart from the catchphrase, "we have all the time in the world," time doesn't really come into play at any point in the story, in a literal sense or metaphorical. So it was just an odd aesthetic choice. That, however, was not the real crippling element of this sequence. Of course, this was the first Bond movie without Connery, and one can safely wager that Eon Productions were getting cold feet at the prospect of a Bond film sans Connery. So they nudged Maurice Binder to force clips of all the prior Bond films to stream vertically as an Hourglass does, and it's clear that this was a cheap gimmick to assure fans that this is the same series of Bond movies that you've come to love, so they force the audiences to eat their member berries and display an endless barrage of nostalgia. The intention of this gimmick may have been devised to connect the old with the new, but in reality, it had the inverse effect, where it put audiences into a more "it was so much better back then" mindset, which quite possibly hampered the audience's ability to just sit back and enjoy what was being presented right in front of us. And given how great the movie itself is, that is just a damn shame.